These UPDF officers are making final touches to tents and containers to finalize the construction of a mobile hospital.
So this we think he meets the criteria for treatment, then we'll move ahead. The other one is an admission point.
The hospital will treat the deadly COVID-19.
Once again, I'm Brigadier General Dr. Stephen Kusasira, the Director of Medical Services and of the UPDF, and I'm also currently leading the team that is supporting the Minister of Health in responding to the corona virus epidemic or pandemic for that matter. What we've just taken you through is our mobile hospital. Mobile in a way that can be relocated anywhere. As you see, these are not permanent buildings, but it's something we package up in these containers, reach a point, set it up. It's a complete hospital, UN level 2 standards. Ordinarily it can handle up to 100 patients, but in such circumstances, like you've seen for yourselves, we actually have space that can accommodate up to 200.
It will offer services ranging from intensive care unit, chest X-ray machines, scanning and laboratory.
For us, our preparations started a long time ago. When the first epidemic broke out in China and was declared, we started preparing from then. Like everyone knows, it was a matter of time that this thing reaches here. This is global interconnectedness. People travel and through to the world it came here. So we started preparing ahead for any emergency, for any, should this thing reach here, what do we do? And so we collaborated with the Minister of Health, with support from WHO, and started training our people from that time. No wonder the first group that has gone to Mulago to support the treatment, that was led by Colonel Dr. Ruseba, who was just taking us around here, is UPDF. So there is nothing like gambling. So we've since continued training many more teams, and the training is continuing even in our units all over the country. We are preparing for the worst case scenario, should it happen.
This is the one? Yeah. So in case a patient needs, needed, we have COVID patients. We have patients who have the virus COVID and also have other issues. Like where I work in Mulago, there's a patient who had a circumcision. An aesthetic machine to keep the patient asleep, okay, as we work. Diathermy for cutting and control of bleeding. This is a basic theater, okay? It's also all these rooms are air conditioned. All those are ACs, right? Yeah, they'll keep on. And those are, of course, those small nets there are for our drugs and samples. Table and that one is a theater light for that. And then the other thing, some people are asking what we use for this, you see? It keeps drugs and everything we need to use.
Other supporting facilities include the conference hall, dining, kitchen and laundry.
This is air conditioned as well. Not yet on, but we'll furnish and then use it as our conference room for meetings.
All will boost the capacity to treat the deadly coronavirus in case it escalates in the country.
Now we have centralized, like you heard from the Ministers of Health statement, we have centralized it to districts and to regional referral hospitals. But we are doing all this should we have a high surge and the surge capacity exceeds what we have as the ministry and as the country, then that's when we go into other things like setting up this. There are all sorts of contingencies ahead, but we hope Ugandans will be disciplined, keep to the directives as given by the Commander-in-Chief and the Minister of Health directives so that we don't escalate to that level. But this is a mobile hospital that can be replicated anywhere. Like I've just told you, it's 100, but we can't escalate it. Like the physician told you, corona has got different levels of patients. There are those with mild symptoms. There are those that may, with severe symptoms that may require, for example, ICU. So this space is enough to accommodate up to 100 patients.
Just keep opening them. Keep opening them, please. This is part of the story.
So, who will be the health experts to man it?
Like I told you, we've already trained about almost up to 320 so far personnel, the clinicians and the other support elements. So the capacity is not our problem as of now. Capacity is not our problem. We can man it, we can run it, and we are still giving support to other health centers. We have not withdrawn from Mulago. All our elements are still supporting all the districts. As you may know, our health infrastructure traverses the whole country. We don't just operate in Bombo here. In each division, we have a division health hospital, and all those are in collaboration with the district health officer to come to their aid should it be necessary. But bottom line, you've seen how people with bigger capacities outside there have been overwhelmed. We should not be looking as a country at just the treatment centers. We should focus at strengthening the prevention aspects so that we don't have very many people that will overwhelm the capacity that we have in the country.
Mobile X-ray machine for all our patients who may be admitted here for COVID to assess how severe they are. Okay? Chest X-ray machine, mobile. Those two are for ultrasound and heart check. So this is our imaging center. Then the lab is being set up the other side, across the other side. There you go. Infections, okay? Can be mild to severe disease. You can also have COVID with infection, which can lead to shock, low blood pressures, okay? So this space, you have a ventilator there to support the chest infections, the severe ones, and then support the patient journey to come out of the critical. The more critical patients will now come. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds for them. Each bed is well constituted, as you can see, with all the machines around. So this will be a space. Okay?
How about the funds that set up the hospital, since the emergency funds approved by Parliament seem have not been released?
We are a very versatile force. We do have mobile deployments, and we do plan over time to have such mobile facilities. We have over time also received support from the American government, for example. They have donated one mobile hospital. And so it's a collaboration between us and partners. But the most important thing is planning ahead. We acquired this not knowing that Corona will be there. So when Corona comes in, it comes in. Tomorrow there could be another emergency that requires establishment of a mobile hospital. So it's a model that we use in the Uganda People's Defense Forces to have both the static centers, that is the hospitals and health centers, but also to develop our mobile capabilities. Should we deploy someone somewhere, we should be able to move with a hospital or a health center or a structure where we can give them health care services.
Hey, wewe subiri.